thing about beauty is what we define as beautiful tends to change over time. Maybe you learned how to do your makeup in 8th grade by your mom. That's nice and all, except times have changed since 8th grade. Every girl wants to look flawless. However, what may once have been seen as flawless isn't quite flawless anymore because times have changed. I'm here to show you the modern makeup routine that has renovated the way we do makeup. Only an idiot would go out into the world today wearing makeup as if it were the 90s. A person who goes out into the world today using the same makeup routine that they used in the 90s is an absolute fool. I'm here to teach you the modern makeup routine in order to achieve a highlight like this, eyebrows like that, lips like this. It is true that makeup is an art, but that doesn't mean that it isn't an unachievable skill. In order to fully become an artist yourself, one must conquer and practice and ingrain in their memory these basic steps and the routine. If you can master this routine, you can conquer any makeup look there is out there. The products I'm using in this video are absolute essentials. You don't necessarily need to have the same exact everything, but you need to have the exact same kind of product. So if I'm using a foundation, make sure you have a foundation. If I'm using a large brush, make sure you have a large brush. They say there's no wrong way to do makeup, but they're wrong. There are definitely bad ways to do makeup. I'm sure we've all seen a couple of cake-faced gals that you look at them and you think, maybe they'd look better without makeup, but today I'm here to show you the correct way to do makeup in order to not look very cake-faced and to look beautiful. This is to show you my routine, the best routine. So step 1, you're going to prime the face. I'm going to be using this Marc Jacobs primer. Next, on to foundation. We're going to be using this NARS foundation today, and we're going to apply it with this beauty sponge. It's important to use a primer under your foundation so the skin looks more smooth and stuff, and so that your foundation will last longer. Next step is concealer, and I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me. So instead of baking under the eyes, since that makes you look a little unnatural for daytime, I like to set my entire face with the Too Faced Born This Way. I'm going to be using a large powder brush. Next step is to contour and bronze, so I'm going to be using this Urban Decay Naked Skin palette. The contour, I'm using this like small dense brush, and I'm going into the ashier shade and just blending it right there. Now for bronzer, I'm going to go into this Clay Play Volume 2 and use this bronzing shade right there. For blush, we're going to use this Milani blush in Romantic Rose. As you'll notice, when I blush and bronze, I like to go in with the large original powder brush to just blend everything out and make it look more natural. Next step is absolutely necessary. A lot of people don't do it, but I like to use an eye brightener after I'm done with everything under my eyes and where I need to highlight. Now that we're powdered up, it is time for highlight. powder is on, we're going to spray the face down. We're going to use this Pixie Rose Makeup Fixing Mist. And pat it in with the same makeup sponge on a clean side. Next step is eyebrows, and for that I like to use the Anastasia Brow Pomade. Now that the eyebrows are on, I like to set them with a clear brow gel. This one's by L'Oreal. Next step is eyeliner. That's done, we're going to add some pencil liner to the bottom. The Benefit Bad Gal Bang and the L'Oreal Superstar X Fiber. The Benefit one is better for separating, lengthening, defining, and then the L'Oreal one is better for volume. Lastly, we have the lips, and what I like to do for like school and stuff is I like to use a lip pencil and then go over it with lip gloss. So I'm going to be using the Morphe lip pencil in Guide Me and the MAC lip gloss in Get Rich Quick. And I like to spray everything down again at the end, but this time I'm using an Urban Decay setting spray just to make sure everything stays in place. I hate it when my makeup comes off on things, and I hate it when I'd rather it all stay the way it is. So this is the final look. I know it's a pretty basic routine, but you guys have to realize that every single step of this process is absolutely necessary, because if you skip on any one of these things, the rest of the face is just not going to mesh well together, and you'll get kind of a good look. But if you want to look as great as I do, then be sure to follow this tutorial.